So far it's 8:51 and honestly doing pretty well. It's just being early July, aka July 4th, which is why you can hear the fireworks. It's mainly the biggest insect that's come so far. Armyworm moths, a bunch of ants. I'm pretty sure there's a few big-headed ants. Gets into focus with the insects. A few burrowing bugs, ladybug, if you can, yeah. Grasshopper came, actually, pretty rare one, or at least in the Phoenix area. It's mainly just been evades, some kinds of ants, and numerous beetles. Actually, a lot of them, surprisingly, around this area. Maybe because of the flowers around here, I assume. A few minutes later, after finding the first one of these, another Palo Verde root borer came, or to be more specific, Darobrachus overi, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's mainly just been males, and one way you can tell is that their antennae are about more than half the length of their body. Well, for females, it's about 1/3 of their body length for the antennas, and females are typically much more larger than males. So if you want to ever figure out the gender of these guys, they're relatively common. They're especially because they feed on Palo Verde trees, which is essentially everywhere in Arizona. In my opinion, they're pretty cool, just as long as you don't get pinched by them. Because they can indeed do that, and it's pretty painful for like 10-ish seconds, probably more if you're more on the sensitive spectrum. It's about 9:38 now, and the mantis came. That's pretty neat. I'm pretty sure it's a Mediterranean mantis, just guessing from the more thinner green body, which is notable for them. I mean, it's nice to see, it's just that I wish it wasn't an invasive species, you know? Still pretty cool to see mantis though, especially a pretty large one. About like 2 inches-ish long. It's been about 2 hours since I set up the blacklight, and for the most part it's been pretty gradual. Probably the most notable thing that came so far is this male native cricket, and you can actually tell if it's male or not is if it has an ovipositor, which essentially, or at least for this genus, which is Gryllus, that's how you pronounce it, Gyrillus, I don't know. There's essentially just a long black tube at the bottom right there in between the Siri, I think that's what they are. Palo Verde root borer's still been here, if you can see it up there. For ants, it's actually been pretty nice because of that. If you camp a notice, male right there. If it gets into focus. I don't know. Then Camponotus Sei, I think that's how you pronounce it. Or Sei. Few pyramid ants. Earlier I did see an alate of a leaf cutter ant, but hid somewhere, so oh well. A bunch of Solenopsis, which is pretty cool. And that's kind of been it. Oop. Well, there's an assassin bug right there. Pretty cool. It's also very thin. Yeah, it's kind of been it though. As you can see there, a colony of red harvester ants are around here, aka my backyard, which is pretty cool. I guess my light spooked them, my bad. There's a few other notable species of other ants around here. Like, for example, I have Camponotus fragilis around here, which is pretty cool because I'm pretty sure it's kind of rare, at least in like the Phoenix area, and at least on iNaturalist, which is a nature observation website. Pretty cool guys. I just wish that they weren't as abundant because they're practically everywhere. They used to be everywhere, I guess. At least tonight they aren't as much abundant. Was that a queen? Or not queen, but an alate that was in there? It looked a lot more beefier than worker. Oh well. Pretty cool stuff. Surprised I haven't exactly been seeing a bunch of moths, especially, you know, for it being night, but I guess it's just one of those nights where it's not exactly full of moths. It could be, I don't know if it might be the rain, because it rained a few nights ago, but even then, by that time, they would have already probably came back. Or it's just a little bit too early, especially now that the summer moths are coming now. I hope I do see a sphinx moth of some sort, because, you know, pretty cool moths. And if you guys, or one of you, are wondering on what my setup is, it's essentially a collapsible frame. It's not too bad, especially after you spread the legs on it. I like that. Far apart, so it can actually not blow away in the wind. I figured that out the hard way. And then white, or what is it, like 10, like, what is it, like 6 by 13-ish sheet, Ento Quip light. Those lights are amazing. And then a 24-inch, what is it, UV tube light. Not too bad. It's nice. it's nice for its job. I think it's more suited more for like just surface or just to cover the surface of the sheet more. So yeah, that's essentially my setup, and any of you are wondering. A few scarabs are actually coming by now. It's carrot beetle right here. Probably the most healthy one, if I'm being honest. All the ones that I see are like either injured or like dead by the time they fly here, which is kind of sad. But oh well. A few other scarabs have flew by. Anomala, most likely. I don't know if it might be a new one for me, because I've seen ones that are slightly different compared to these ones. And the legs are, or the back legs are slightly different too, so pretty cool. There was this other scarab beetle I saw. It was somewhere around here. I'm sure I can probably find it or find them, or not. However, where's this new one that just came by? Diplotaxis. Actually, wait, let me take him out. So, where is he? Diplotaxis of some kind. For some reason, like, I never really see people talk about these. Like, I guess, you know, they're common, like, everywhere, all around the world, but, like, you know, let's give these guys some love, you know. I think they look pretty funny looking, especially with their face. No offense to them. I mean, that's kind of how it, or so far how it's been for the scarabs. Oh wait, there's also this, unfortunately, injured of some kind. Listrochellis scoparius, I think that's how you pronounce it. Typically you can tell from their like waxy-ish body. They're related to June beetles, which is pretty cool. And I've also noticed that for some reason they can't exactly keep their rear end facing downwards all the time. Especially whenever I collect them, they kind of just die with their rear end like that. Also, yes, it is. I would one way to know if a beetle is injured in some way is if it can't stand up or walk properly, which is kind of sad. Their eyes are absolutely humongous though compared to their head. It's kind of crazy, if you ask me. Complete specimen though, so I might collect it since it's probably gonna die, which is kind of sad, but oh well. I guess another one did come by, this time a female, so that's what the ovipositor I was talking about earlier looks like. Honestly, I think their eyes are adorable. Like, it's just like giant orb eyes. It's just like, I'm starting to see these guys more and more. Yeah, that's kind of been it.